So, how many people hate to use their router table because the mess it leaves? I do. I almost didn't even use the router table half the times just because of the fact I didn't want to spend 20 minutes cleaning up after it every time I made a few passes on a piece of wood. So I went ahead and installed a Clean Sweep Incra router table box. Now the reason I went with the Clean Sweep model is because I have the Incra router plate itself. I like the size of the box. I think it's got plenty of room in it to house the router itself. I was a little concerned that the small router table box, a lot of people were saying that it overheats the router and you can have issues with the router later on. I read that as long as you're using the dust collection when the router is on, you shouldn't have that problem because you're passing that air across the router, cooling it off. So I'm installing it right now. I took the top off the router stand itself. There's about 8 screws that hold this down. I went ahead and marked everything, and I'm pre-drilling so that I don't strip any screws out. Now I decided to go ahead and put these in with the screwdriver instead of using the drill. I wanted to make sure that I didn't strip these out, and it seemed to work really well. I like the way these were made because they did provide a space for the power cord to come out. I also thought that they were fairly simple to put on. The instructions weren't really written that well, but they were pretty easy to figure out after messing with it for a little bit. Screws on the top were a little difficult to get in because the screwdriver was actually up against the bottom of the table itself, but it worked out really well. Couple screws to get the top plate back on again. Let's turn this thing on and fire it up, see what it does. I'm really excited about using the router table now. I'm also excited about not having to spend as much time cleaning up the shop after I'm finished doing something with it. So you should consider getting one for your shop. If you have any comments, questions, leave them in the comments. I look forward to answering them. Thanks again. And if you haven't had a chance to ring that bell and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Make it a great day, friends.